Starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 10. I'm Justin Betty. Tonight, many parents across the Northwoods and north central Wisconsin are getting ready for bed, knowing their kids are going back to school tomorrow. It's an exciting time for many families. But before you share that excitement on social media, local law enforcement want you to pause before you post. Newswatch 12's Rachel Eiler explains.
With school back in session this week, photos like this tend to fill up your social media feeds. Family and friends may think the photo is cute, but law enforcement says you need to be careful not to reveal too much.
Just want to make sure that you can, as much as possible, to protect that information, especially when it's multiple children, to make sure that you don't post anything that would tag them in it.
While most school districts require some verification before signing a child out of school, Deputy Sheriff Michael Barron says the littlest information could go a long way.
Posting too much personal information about the kid or the school that they're attending could actually be harmful if that individual could act like their guardian and pick them up from school.
Leah adds it's not only the child at risk, but the entire family.
That may give people who are wishing to commit a burglary at your house an idea that you won't be home, and giving them an opportunity to maybe commit a crime at your location.
Police say that if you're going to post to Facebook or Instagram using these back-to-school boards, it's important that you blur your child's age, their teacher's name, and the school they go to, or just don't include it altogether.
Just take it of the kid and their outfit that they're rocking out of the summer to go into the classroom, and just leave it at that.
In Rhinelander, Rachel Eiler, Newswatch 12.
Now, one of the big debates with schools this year has been, should students be required to wear masks while indoors? As we've told you before, most local districts have decided to make masks optional to begin the year. However, the city of Merrill is now requiring masks in all city facilities for 4 weeks. Not schools, but city buildings. Mayor Wellner cited Lincoln County Health Department and CDC recommendations towards masking as contributing factors. The face covering requirement is planned to last until September 28th. This all comes, of course, as the number of new COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin topped 2,000 again today. DHS reports we're now averaging 1,667 new cases per day over the last week. Death numbers have also risen, though not as sharply. Today, DHS reports 15 more deaths statewide. We're averaging about 6 per day over the last week. Outside, Jeff, we wrapping up August with a beautiful day outside.
Yeah, mostly low to mid 70s across the area today. We'll do it again tomorrow, but tonight's going to be a little bit chilly with low temperatures in the low 40s across much of the area. Out there right now, it's already 50 in places like Tomahawk, 58 for Rhinelander, 62 still for Wausau. But again, a couple of you could have low temperatures tonight in the upper 30s up this way. Meanwhile, mid 40s across parts of central Wisconsin. Lots of clear skies out there right now. The clear skies, light winds this time of year means we could get some dense fog out of this night again, just like last night. If you're driving 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, be ready for that. But we're looking pretty good across the area for tonight and tomorrow, and also for Thursday, followed by some rain showers getting in here to end out the week. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is mostly clear skies, some dense fog late, and kind of chilly with low temperatures down near 45. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
Thanks, Jeff. A several-hour standoff in Stevens Point ended with one man being taken into custody today. Stevens Point police say it started this morning with a report of a catalytic converter being stolen in Plover. That led to a car chase, the suspect crashing, then running away. The suspect then barricaded himself on the roof of a home on Water Street in Stevens Point. After hours of trying to negotiate and de-escalate the situation, the suspect was eventually caught, though not before police scaled down their presence. The local timber industry took a major hit recently when both the Wisconsin Rapids and Park Falls paper mills closed. Loggers had 2 less mills to send their products to. Some area loggers and other timber professionals have formed a co-op trying to get the mills back up and running. This summer, Wisconsin legislators passed what we call the Mill Bill, designed to use Federal Relief Act funding to provide loans to those co-ops. However, Governor Evers vetoed that bill, saying he didn't think the money could be legally spent that way and that he wants the funding to come out of the state's general fund. Nonetheless, local loggers say they're not giving up.
Give up is not a word in my vocabulary. I'm not quitting at this. It's too big a deal. It means too much to the state's economy and to the state's forest to give up on. So I'm going to pursue whatever avenue we can.
Shenik is the president of one of the co-ops. He says they have a good, sustainable plan to keep the Park Falls Mill open long term, which he says would help loggers manage Wisconsin's forests.
Trees don't last forever. They might last your lifetime, but they don't last forever. Our goal is to make a forest be there forever. And by doing that, it takes management.
Now, there are still 2 paper mills in Michigan that Shenik and his employees send timber to, but he hopes to make progress with the local mills soon. America's longest war is now officially over. Today, the final U.S. plane left Afghanistan, though U.S. officials say about 100 Americans remain behind in places in that country where security conditions made it too hard for them to get out safely. This afternoon, President Biden addressed the nation and explained his decisions. Alice Barr has details.
Snapshots from the end of a 20-year war. The last U.S. soldier boarding a plane to leave Afghanistan. The final diplomats carrying the American flag. As Taliban militants celebrate in the streets and comb through equipment the U.S. military made inoperable before leaving, President Biden addressing the nation today about the legacy and the costs of America's longest war.
The United States ended 20 years of war in Afghanistan. The longest war in American history.
The president faces fierce criticism for the deadly chaos of the final days in Afghanistan and for sticking with his timeline, despite leaving as many as 200 Americans behind and thousands of Afghans who worked alongside U.S. forces.
I believe there should be accountability for what I see as probably the biggest failure in American government on a military stage in my lifetime.
President Biden vowing to keep working to get everyone out, while insisting America is better off without a lasting presence in Afghanistan.
We owe them and their families a debt of gratitude we can never repay, but we should never, ever, ever forget.
The president honoring the 13 U.S. service members killed last week in a terror attack outside the Kabul airport. The fallen joining more than 2,400 U.S. troops lost in a bloody conflict that's ending how it began, with the Taliban in control of Afghanistan.
That's Alice Barr reporting. As the calendar turns to September, summer is soon coming to an end, but apple season is now here. We'll hear from local farmers about what they expect at the orchard. But first, Jeff's in with your full forecast next on Newswatch 12 at 10.
When you call a company other than Maher Water Corporation to service your water treatment system, do you really know what or who you are getting? Many companies just measure you up to do a bang-up job, then charge hundreds of dollars and have you sign service contracts. Maher's technicians are trained to not only service our own water care equipment, but most others as well. So if you don't want just any service tech servicing your water equipment, call us at Maher's today.
Oh, that spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat.
Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless.
What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password?
It's Buick Envision. That's a really tight spot. I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
The all-new Buick Envision, built around you, all of you. Pay no interest for 72 months, plus current eligible Buick owners get $500 purchase allowance on 2021 Buick SUV models. Visit your North Central Wisconsin Buick dealer.
My name's Arthur, Merrill, Wisconsin. In August of 2019, I started getting numbness in my feet. By July of 2020, my feet were so numb, I lost a sense of balance. I thought I was walking on stilts. I seen this ad for spinal aid. I took 20 treatments from them, and by then my feet were 90% better and no longer felt as I was walking on stilts.
Are you experiencing weakness, numbness, and or pain in your feet or hands? These sensations might even be affecting other areas of your body along with your balance. You might have already been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy and are taking drugs such as Lyrica, gabapentin, or Cymbalta that never seems to help. Neuropathy pain ultimately diminishes your quality of life. Call Spinal Aid of Wausau today to see if our treatment methods are right for you. Call 715-203-1508 to schedule your neuropathy severity consultation or visit us at spinalaid.com.
sun will rise tomorrow at 6:19 a.m. on the first day of September. How did that happen? We had 5.51 inches of rain throughout the month of August. So yeah, a very rainy month around here, but not so much today. Lots of puffy clouds out there, fair weather clouds out there today. And we'll do this all over again tomorrow, but likely some changes getting in here on Friday as a cold front comes across the area. Highs today did what they were supposed to do back in the 70s. 74 in Rhinelander, 76 for Green Bay, almost 80 in Wapaka at 79. The typical warm spot around here. There was an 80 out in Eau Claire earlier today for about 10 minutes this afternoon. Out there now, though, not so much. It's 50 already in Tomahawk, the typical cold spot, by the way. 55 in Medford, 59 for Mosinee, so it's comfortable out there. The problem is there's hardly any wind out there. The clear skies out there currently. The time of year, high pressure building in. We could have low temperatures tonight for a couple of you along the UP border in the upper 30s. Are you ready for that? And that's not normal. The average low is 50. We're not going to do that tonight. The record low is 33. We are not going to do that either, at least not yet, right? Back in 2009. And look at the sunset earlier at 7:37, my favorite airplane. Okay, so here we go. It's going to be a bit chilly out there tonight, so not cold, but put an extra blanket if you're in a tent this evening or if you're glamping outside. Make sure you kind of bundle up. You will want the extra covers on the bed tonight. All right, but going forward, we're going to recover nicely tomorrow. 74 for the high tomorrow, 72 for Thursday. Some rain, cool day around here on Friday, followed by a nice day on Saturday and Sunday. The weekend looks pretty good right now. There's still some trending, though, in the forecast models saying next week is going to be a bit cooler around here. I went with upper 60s on Tuesday. We might hit 70 on Monday. Okay, so looking outside right now, lots of clear skies across the area. A system passed just to our south today across portions of southern Wisconsin and Illinois, northern Illinois. That, though, will stay there. It's going to ride this kind of stall front across the east. That's remnants of Ida right there. It's going to ride up the east coast tomorrow, giving flooding rainfall to places like West Virginia into New York. For us, though, this high pressure is firmly in charge for now. It will begin to shift to the east, though, beginning tomorrow. That will allow this cold front to move our way for late Thursday and a Friday, likely with a couple of rain showers around here. It's not going to be an all-day rain Friday. Don't cancel your plans, but at least know a couple of rain showers in the area on Friday. Our concern, though, right now, though, is fog once again. Just like last night, dense fog is likely later on this evening. If you're driving, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, make sure you are ready for that. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is mostly clear skies and a bit cool. Again, the average low is 50. We're not going to do that. We'll average in the mid-40s for lows, but again, a couple of you could go upper 30s tonight with a calm wind already out there now and some dense fog well after midnight. For tomorrow, it's Wednesday already. Lots of sunshine and the first day of September with high temperatures back in the low to mid-70s tomorrow with a northeast breeze around 5 miles per hour. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow. Very nice day. Increasing clouds Thursday, but no rain Thursday. And there's that chance for rain on Friday. It'll be a quick hitter through the afternoon with a cold front, 72 for a high. Right now, the weekend looks nice with high temperatures back in the low to mid-70s. Justin?
All right, thanks, Jeff. While summer is winding down, winter is still a few months away. But this week, Wisconsin lawmakers proposed a bill that would update Wisconsin's snowmobile trail laws. Some state DNR officials worry it may also lead to an increase in accidents in towns. Assembly Bill 366 would make 3 major changes, 2 of which deal with how close snowmobile trails can be to highways and the directions they can travel at night.
So at night, they have to be separated or go with traffic. This bill would change that and not would require them to be on a snowmobile trail, and then they could go against traffic at night, but there would be no distance requirement on those town highways.
Stone says headlamp barriers or more distance between the roadways and trails would be helpful, especially in more populated areas. Cross-traffic snowmobilers could then have to dim their lights to oncoming traffic, which advocates say would help with safety.
AB 366 requirement that counter-directional travel at night only occur on the snowmobile trail preserves safe travel for both the snowmobilers and vehicle travel.
Some of the other proposed changes include closing aftermarket modification loopholes and lowering the acceptable decibel level for snowmobiles. Again, these are all still in the discussion stage. Apples are finally ripe for picking here in Wisconsin. Grandview Orchard and Nursery stock opens this weekend for customers to enjoy. Newswatch 12's Lily Zoller spoke to folks there about what you can expect this season.
It's apple season, which means all the apples you see around me are ripening to get their delicious fall flavor and texture. But apple season will look a little different this year for many orchards in the region. Late frost and low temperatures last spring are to blame for significant crop loss at orchards across Wisconsin and Michigan. Some orchards were luckier, though.
We did here have about 7 nights of really iffy temperatures here. Fortunately, we were able to get around that with some of our growing practices here, and we really were not affected by the frosts here at Grandview Orchard.
Lisa Rettinger works year-round at Grandview Orchard and Nursery stock to be prepared for this time of year. Since she doesn't use pesticides, she's constantly monitoring and maintaining her apple trees. She's busy growing her apple crops using organic methods and cultural practices.
We do not use any of the synthetic chemicals that are, kind of typically used in orchards.
These practices include nutrient management and pest monitoring that yield a bountiful crop of especially delicious apples, according to Rettinger. Rettinger is eager to offer this abundance of ripe apples to customers beginning this weekend when the orchard opens.
We have apples here that, you're only going to find at a local orchard, and then we have some of the kind of favorites that you would see in the stores.
This includes popular varieties such as Macintosh and Honeycrisp apples, and less well-known varieties like Golden Russet and Wealthy. In Antigo, Lily Zoller, Newswatch 12.
And you can find out exactly which varieties of apple are available for picking on any given day on the Grandview Orchard website. The Green Bay Packers begin regular season play in less than 2 weeks now, but one of their biggest stars will not be on the field for Game 1. We'll explain coming up in sports.
Welcome back to Milkshake Mustaches, High Fives and High Dives, to 3-on-3s, 2-on-2s, and 1-on-1s. At Aspen Dental, we see all the moments that make us smile, so we make it easy to share your smile with convenient total care all in one place and flexible hours that work with your life. Right now, new patients get a complete exam and x-rays free without insurance, and everyone saves 20% on their treatment plan. Welcome back to life's best moments. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL or book online today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Justin Scher, DC with the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau. Are you one of the millions of people suffering with the symptoms of peripheral neuropathy? Your symptoms may include numbness and tingling in your feet or hands, difficulty sleeping from leg or foot discomfort, and debilitating balance problems. I have good news for you. You can now get relief with our breakthrough treatment method without the use of drugs or surgery. Our treatments help to heal damaged nerves that cause peripheral neuropathy. If left untreated, you may eventually end up with a walker or wheelchair, so don't delay. Call our office now to schedule an appointment to see if our treatment methods are right for you. We will do a painless neuropathy severity exam to determine the amount of nerve loss. If you qualify for our treatment, it can truly change your life. Start living your life pain-free. Call today.
At WJFW, our Newswatch 12 news team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the North Woods. Our team is committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. The Newswatch 12 team works hard to deliver the most important stories from around the globe, local and national sports updates, and weather reports. We are NBC Newswatch 12, news from where you live.
Coming up on your Wednesday, we'll be learning more about Oktoberfest celebrations happening here in Rhinelander.
Plus, we have another great day all around with plenty of sun and comfortable temperatures. We'll talk about that and more coming up on your Wednesday.
Sports Watch 12 with Griffin Stroing starts now.
Every Friday we have The Blitz, which is
dominated with high school football. But hey, during the week, we like to cover the beautiful game, football. And a pair of GNC teams were going at it. Anago taking on Lakeland Union. Now in the first half, Bo Peterson, he's going down the sideline, crosses it inside to Yaroslav Mishishin, and he puts it into the net. And man, he was on fire in this game, and he would not be stopped 7 minutes later. It's Mishishin again, catching that ball inside the middle, and this time he puts a little power behind it and slots it home. The T-Birds are up 2. Lakeland was just too much in this game overall for Anago. We're going to get a great ball here from Ashton Anderson, and then Abe Evenhouse collects and fires. The Thunderbirds win this game 9-0. Another GNC battle, Mosinee on the road, taking on Northland Pines. Second half, Mosinee up 2-1. Torenholtz does what Torenholtz does. He scores goals. That one is going to put Mosinee up 2. But here comes Pines. A free kick for Owen Uba. Top left corner, hand is there. Oh, man, what a goal there from Pines, and they are slowly getting back into it. Now a penalty kick for him, and he slots that one home. Calm, cool, and collective. This game is tied, but hey, he's saying it. They want one more. They want that, take the lead. And then in the 78th minute, Uba down the left side. He's going to score the game winner. Northland Pines comes back and wins this match 4-3. Yesterday, there were reports that Northland Pines would be canceling the rest of their football season. Newswatch 12 reached out to the school for comment, but didn't hear anything back until today. It is now official. The Eagles are not playing football for the rest of the fall. In a press release, Northland Pines said that they decided to cancel the season due to injuries and lack of players and other obstacles they could not overcome. Pines will continue with their JV football season and will look to build the program back up so they can compete at the varsity level next year and for years to come. We are only 12 days away from the Packers' first game of the regular season. The team came into training camp with 79 players, but only 53 could make the final roster. And today, they had to make some tough cuts. 25 players received some terrible news today. Some of the names that are no longer with Green Bay are quarterback Kurt Benkert, Green Bay native and offensive lineman Cole Van Landen, and wide receiver Equinemius St. Brown, just to name a few. These players could still get signed by other NFL teams or signed to the Packers practice squad, but players cut wasn't the only news that came out of Green Bay today. It was also announced that All-Pro left tackle David Bakhtiari will stay on the physically unable to perform list. By rule, players on the reserve/PUP list are ineligible to play or practice for the first 6 weeks. Bakhtiari tore his ACL in his left knee all the way on December 31st of last year. He would be eligible to play his first game on October 24th against the Washington football team. The Packers' first game is against the Saints, but it doesn't seem like they'll be playing in New Orleans as it was planned due to Hurricane Ida. The Saints will not be playing any games at their home stadium during the month of September as the city recovers. The team has currently been practicing in Dallas at AT&T Stadium, where the Dallas Cowboys play. The game cannot be played in Dallas, though, because of a concert that is taking place that week. Justin, I know this wasn't supposed to happen, but maybe the NFL could do something cool like the MLB did with that Field of Dreams game. I don't know what it would be, but man, it would be kind of cool, would it not?
They'll find some place to play the game, I'm sure of that. Thank you, Griffin. Returning home from war can be tough. Many soldiers suffer from PTSD. We'll show you how one four-legged friend here in Wisconsin is trying to help, though, after the break.
Powerball, the big jackpot game where the next thing you know, it rolls, it grows, and it draws. Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. 3 days a week at lottery retailers across the state. Powerball from the Wisconsin Lottery.
Need a new boat? Then it's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine and Motorsports, because we need your old boat. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speedboats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new boat today. come check out more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Or we could help you get top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
Hello, my name is Terry and I'm from Phillips. I used to go on vacations with my wife Gail, but I couldn't go much over 2 hours and I'd have to stop and walk because my lower back would hurt so bad. So after my final treatment at Spinal Aid, I am pain-free and can't imagine the pain and agony that I went through prior to going.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Can't find what you want in a new summer ride? Settling for good enough just to have it now? Wait, don't settle. Irvs in Tomahawk and Power Pack in Marshfield have the solution. Custom order. Get exactly what you want by building your customized ride with us, and we'll place a special order with the manufacturer. That means the color you want, the package you need in the new ride you deserve. Plus, you'll get discounts on all parts and special financing on gear. Irvs in Tomahawk and Power Pack in Marshfield. Don't settle. Get your custom order in today.
President Biden recently signed a new law requiring the Department of Veterans Affairs to provide service dogs and training to vets dealing with post-traumatic stress disorder. In Chippewa Falls, there's already a hardworking therapy dog helping local vets. Evan Denton has details.
A 3.5-year-old golden retriever named Shadow is an important staff member at Klein Hall in Chippewa Falls.
The purpose of the therapy dog is the companionship. A properly trained therapy dog can identify certain issues that a veteran's having. And if you walk around the halls and you see Shadow, sometimes he'll just be laying down sleeping, and somehow he just knows if a veteran is going through an issue, and he'll just hang out with that veteran, and the veteran will get released from that.
Shadow has an impact on nearly everyone he comes in contact with.
I've seen Shadow do miracles here with some of the veterans. I've seen veterans that have struggled for years. The thing about therapy animals is that when they're in an environment like this, they're working 24/7, 365. The Shadow's, he's staff.
He pulls me out of some situations I have. I do have night terrors most of the night, flashbacks. Shadow pulls me out, keeps me sane for the most part.
From sanity to inspiration, Shadow wears many hats when helping others.
It helps, to see a friendly face, keep you motivated, It's just good to have him around, for a friendship. I'll go for a walk. Most of the time, he'd be walking me.
I like to think that Shadow has a major impact on everybody's lives. If he wasn't here, most of our vets probably would relapse a lot more for the program that they're in, whether that be alcohol, drugs. I think he's a very valuable member of the staff here.
At Lakeside Living Design, we've always got something stylish in store for you. Whether you're looking for high-quality custom upholstery, decorative accessories and gifts, or are designing your space entirely from scratch, you'll have a friendly designer by your side, sharing their expertise, helping you bring your unique style to life. So stop by, explore our showroom, and together we'll make your space feel just like home.
At US Cellular, we know the local landscape,
so we can help everyone stay connected for less.
Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. The choice is yours.
Whether it's adapting the network for a strong signal where you work or optimizing your coverage where you play, we're always hard at work to make sure our state-of-the-art 5G network works for you.
Up to $1,200 off any 5G phone with no trade-in or hidden fees.
US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
We would never hit 12 drunk.
Clutch it up drunk? Not a chance. Do a stoppie drunk?
We would never drift drunk. So you should never drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over.
At Big Valley Ford, we have a great selection of gently used trucks, SUVs, and cars, and we are ready to help you find the right vehicle to explore the North Woods. Big Valley Ford is passionate about every vehicle that enters our service center, and our team of technicians are here to help with all of your service needs. Whether you are looking for a new or used vehicle or need to get your current ride back on the road, stop into Big Valley Ford in Ewan, Michigan, and experience the Big Valley difference.
Every summer weekend where we live should be a long summer weekend, enjoying the events and adventures that living up north has to offer. Why be indoors when we can be outdoors? Let's take a ride. This Friday, News Watch 12 takes its show on the road to Crandon. Come with us live at 4, 5, and 6 to see the Spirit of the North from Forest County on News Watch 12's long summer weekend.
All right, Justin and Griffin, temperatures are cooling off right now into the 50s. We're not going to stop there. We could have a couple low temperatures along the UP border in the 30s tonight, upper 30s at that, with some dense fog by early tomorrow morning, but it's going to improve rather quickly tomorrow with highs back up in the 70s. We'll likely stay there through the weekend. Our next chance for rain getting in here later on Friday. It will not be an all-day rain, Griffin. No problems with sports this week,
The
probably.
timing, though, isn't ideal for Friday or Friday evening.
Literally that whole
rain.
time, it didn't see any rain, and then just the one day of Friday, there was a chance.
Blitz. All right, we'll see how it goes. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us on News Watch 12 at 10. Have a great night.